why do they keep giving Tom King comic books to write at DC? It's insane. Like, everything the guy's done has turned to crap. He is one of the worst woke writers out there. He writes bland, boring, non-action-oriented fiction that doesn't really work for superheroes, and yet they just like court the guy like he's like this like superstar. It's very, very weird how DC Comics keeps doubling down on this stuff. But he's a former CIA asset. Maybe it's some government thing. Maybe he's getting some grants, that's coming DC's way. Maybe he's scratching the right backs because of that. I don't know. The industry is a big clout structure. It's a big whisper network, and you get jobs just based on your political clout within the industry, not based on talent, not based on sales. It's been that way for a while, really ever since the movies took over comics, and comics became secondary. Like the publishing organizations realized, oh, we don't really have to make money. We can just do whatever we want. And it's just been like a bunch of chickens running the roost. It's been crazy stuff. Now, Wonder Woman's been very, very bad, and of this, there was a story that was a backup story of a character called Trinity, who's like a girl Wonder Woman. They can't have Wonder Girl anymore because Wonder Girl is patriarchy sexist. And so they made a new one, and they called her Trinity. More blasphemy, of course, because of because that's what Tom King wants to do. And I'm going to show the anti-Christian bigotry in Wonder Woman, which we've talked about before. This is, of course, very intentional. But she's supposed to hang out with, Jonathan Kent, Superman boy, and Damian Wayne, Robin, and so that way they have their like little kid adventures. But unfortunately, it's like they don't gear these comics towards kids. They still just like make adult adventures and do the stupid thing. Tom King's writing is not something you want to have like be a kid's comic. It's just stupid. If you wanted to build like a kid's superhero thing geared towards kids that you like put in Scholastic or something like that, this is the wrong way to go about it. I'm trying to fix it. I can't fix it. Just let DC Comics happen, let it burn, and let's laugh at their stupid mistakes, guys. Okay. My name's John Delarose. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Join us here as we talk about everything that's going on in comic books. And I've got my own alternative to DC Comics. This is The Hidden Emperor, a Lorin sci-fi graphic novel. This is really good stuff, guys. We have great story. We have great art. It's a complete story. It's something that's got a lot of action adventure, just like you would have got back in the day. Of course, this is, to me, it's a replacement for Star Wars because, Star Wars has been bad for so long that we need something like that. So check this out. It's in the description below. Support our channel, support our artistic efforts, and support indie comics. We're almost getting to 28K as of the recording of this video, and I appreciate you guys for supporting us. It's been awesome so far. You can see that we're selling really, really well, and really the only word of mouth we have is me. Imagine what I could do if I had a character like Wonder Woman or Batman like to sell based on the brand for me. My gosh, but they would never. So DC Comics has had a lot of trouble with Wonder Woman and Tom King. This was the first sign where it went not the first sign. The first issue was the first sign went really bad, where they had a villain who's like a Shadow King, who's a stand-in for Trump, who's hurting all the whammons. I'm going to instill the patriarchy in America as the Shadow King. It was so eye-rolling, really. But this one got weird. Wonder Woman takes off an issue and just goes and hangs with this little boy who starts to talk about how he like feels like he's a girl and things like that. I think I'm supposed to. I don't think this is what this should be what I like. And is it because I'm sick inside? Like, oh, Jack, is that why I am what I am? Is that why God made me sick? There's nothing wrong with you. So it was Tom King trying to push grooming on children. So Wonder Woman is literally grooming a child into gender ideology politics right here. And this is what the hero's doing while like the world's burning around her. She's spending her time doing this crap, grooming children. Very creepy. And that's again, like, this is intentional. They want to subvert the heroism for the heroes to not actually do heroic things, but to do kind of evil things. And this is what Tom King's probably sent here to do. And that's probably why he still has a job at DC Comics, because he'll insert this kind of propaganda into it. But it gets way worse as the Wonder Woman series goes on. Of course, after that, we had a weird thing where Cheetah looks like she's masturbating with a cheetah. Some bestiality stuff going on. She's got her hand between her legs as she's going out there going, oh, yeah. This was in the next Wonder Woman comic. And then it gets even worse. As Wonder Woman gets tied up by this evil dude who starts talking about husbands and wives. Wives, be subject to your husband. Saying that he's of course attacking Christianity immediately in this. Just as Christ is head of the church, or one might add, the sovereign must be the head of the nation. And it's a whole blasphemy of Christ as she's tied up on what's not quite a cross, but it's meant to evoke that image. And as he speaks the patriarchy stuff of the Bible, she goes, "I do not believe you." And that's, again, supposed to be heroic, turning her back on biblical precepts. So it's an insult to Christians, it's an insult to Christianity. Again, very, very intentional. And that's what Tom King's done with Wonder Woman. Now, as I said, there were backups in this series of this character called Trinity, and they were just so boring. They were like unreadable dreck. And so what does DC Comics do? Tom King to launch a Trinity series with DC with 3 of her. And as I said before, that's another intentional slight against Christians, calling this character Trinity. This is a spinoff from Wonder Woman. And she will wield 3 lassos of fate, silver, gold, and black, teaming with Superman and Batman. And it features her at different ages, all existing and working together. So, yikes. One day, Trinity will be the adopted daughter of Wonder Woman, Elizabeth Martin Prince. She will take on the role of Wonder Girl and work onside her former babysitter. Well, why can't they call her Wonder Girl now? Like I said, even that is agenda, because you don't want to have a Wonder Girl because it's patriarchy calling her girl. And they call her Trinity in order to of course, mock Christ. I'm going to keep hammering that point because comic people just don't seem to see this stuff and just keep buying this stuff. It drives me crazy. It is so insulting. These people hate you. They really, really, really want you dead. They really want to destroy your real values. They want to destroy faith in God in this country. This is what the agenda is. Wake up. This is why we talk about this stuff. And it's important to push back against it. It's important to let DC know that you do not like this and you do not want this. It's important to publicly, vocally boycott this stuff because they need to be shook. Look, corporations don't really care at the end of the day. They will shift with social pressure. It takes time. It takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of work. But you can make your voice matter, for real. All right. Current issues of Wonder Woman have this backup strip with this character. She wields the 3 lassos of fate. Oh, how exciting. Her first stories star her using friendship with future Superman and Batman assist a quest inside a Greek cave that imprisons the Sovereign, who promises to tell her the truths denied her about her parents. And then we've seen the Sovereign narrate the current Wonder Woman series, which has seen the U.S. government turn entirely against the Amazons and round them up. It's a immigrant issue about, it's a whole Trump stand-in. And it'll conclude with issue 20 of the series because obviously it's not going to go well further than that. Now, what I've heard, by the way, is Tom King's really got 1 or 2 or 3 runs left with DC Comics. He's really at the end of his rope because sales are not good on Wonder Woman. They're not doing well. Now, they're still going forward with it anyway. Why? Because you know why. The agenda's there. They're going to push this. This isn't going to sell. I mean, there's not a soul who's like, yay, 3 girls, Wonder, Trinity, yay, Tom King. There's nobody who wants this. So this is going to be a train wreck, but it's just going to be a miniseries. They're going to write it off. They're not going to care. Maybe give Tom King one more big attempt to go at something, and I think he's going to be put out to pasture at that point. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing much the same with Tom Taylor, but for some reason, even with the DC All-In, even with these changes, they're still giving these guys new books. They're still pushing them. And maybe this is the All-In. Maybe they're just saying we're going to give the audience one more chance to check out these great Toms, Taylor and King. And maybe that's the whole intention here, is to try to, they're going to try it so many times that one of these times it's going to work. That's the definition of insanity, trying the same thing over and over again and failing over and over and over again and then trying it again. But obviously DC Comics is insane. This DC Comics All-In is completely insane. And gosh, their more priority is just keeping their little cloud structures alive and keeping these people embedded and in place than actually giving any customers what they actually want with any of this stuff. And why do we need another Wonder Girl or whatever? Why, we have Cassie, who's great. We have Donna Troy, who's great. Just leave it alone. Oh my gosh, it's pathetic. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Are you going to be grabbing Trinity? Hit the like and subscribe button. And please do support The Hidden Emperor. It's in the description below. Thank you so much again for backing our project and really being great readers. I appreciate you.